Good morning, Tallahassee. It's Wednesday, cloudy, not too hot. We're gonna get some rain today, so that's exciting. But got a virtual lesson here today, our beginner lesson. If you're one of our current students, we want to continue getting you prepared for our virtual belt testing, which will be next week. We're gonna send those invites out today. And it also have a video you can click on that will go over those techniques, so you have be able to practice them at home also. And then if you're just enjoying our beginner lessons, those are going to end next week. So we're going to tell you how you can continue those past next week if you're interested in become a virtual student with us. So let's get rocking here before we run out of time, so we get things moving. So first thing, warming up, just doing jumping jacks. Nice and easy there. Got Miss Petticord here helping us out, of course, like always. All right, and then you're gonna do jump jacks in a circle. So you're just nice and easy going in a circle. Don't spin too fast, because then you will get dizzy and fall over. And reverse it, go the other direction. Good, and stop. All right, now we're changing up your jump jack. This time they're crisscross jumping jacks. So your feet have to crisscross while your hands still touch. So make your brain work a little bit here. And go. Put pressure on Miss Petticord here. Good. And then we'll change it to a forward and back. So now you're going forward and back with your jumpy jack. There we go. And stop. All right. An ultimate test to see your coordination is I want you to take your right hand, make circles forward, and then your left hand will make circles backwards. So that's where you're going opposite directions. Yeah, challenging, isn't it? So one more time, left arm goes forward and your right arm goes backwards. How about that? Don't worry, that won't be on your virtual belt testing. That would be a good bonus material though, wouldn't it? All right, cool. So what we're going to do working on today is continue, like I said, reviewing our basics, being that this is our beginner lesson, and then also continue going over things that you'll need for that virtual testing and to make you better at your kicks and remind you all those things. So first thing, reviewing those stances. You got attention. Remember, feet together, hands by our side. Then you got your ready stance where you step out with your left foot, hands right in front of your waist there. And then you have your sitting stance, which you go one step longer, squat on down there, hands up in guard. Remember, you want those legs out nice and wide. And then if you go back to your ready stance, you got your front stance where your right foot goes forward. And then you just bend that front knee, hands up in guard position. And then if you go back to attention and you do your back stance, your L stance, you take your left foot, turn it out, one small step forward, and then your hands up in guard, and then knees are, of course, nice and bent there. And there's your L stance or your back stance. So one more time, you have attention, you got ready, sitting, back to ready, front, and L, and you're good. All right, let's go and get stretched out there. So go ahead and put your right hand up, other in guard, coming through, and leg stretches there. And we'll do 5 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good, we'll change it up. So we got the other arm up, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good, going out to this side. So you got your right arm up, hand tucked in. Remember looking over there, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good, change it up to the other side. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good, now go ahead and get down and stretch those hips out. You know, if you're not stretching a little on your own, we recommend you do, especially while you're watching TV. I stretched out last night, felt really good, and then went running this morning, got all stiff again. So. Sit up, stretch those hips out. Alrighty, and good. We're back up, ready to go. All right, let's review the 3 kicks that we worked on, which is your front kick, your side kick, and your round kick. So on the front kick, we're going to turn sideways, so both of us will face this way. So on this position, okay, your front leg is going to be your right leg. So hands always up when you kick, helps your balance. So you pick that knee straight up for your front kick. It goes out, back, same spot. Then it sits down in front, and then you pull it right back. So that would be your front kick. So one more time, up, out, and back. And then you reset. Then we're going to go kind of fast on these, and then we'll do some drills to help you out. Your round kick, we're going to keep the same position, okay? Then from there, you're going to take your front leg, bend it. Remember, make sure it's even with that leg there. So that way it comes up. Then from there, it's going to straighten, come back, and then come back down. So on your round kick, it's important that you don't let this knee end up over here. It's got to be even with the leg you're standing on. So just bend and lift, everything's back, you just straighten your leg, pull back, and down. So there's your round kick. And then the last one, the side kick, okay? Now that one is different. It's gonna look like a front kick. So you pick that knee up, looks like your front kick, but instead of going forward, you're gonna take this foot and push it in the same direction kind of as your round kick. It goes straight out and back, okay? So they all have kind of a similar look to it. So one more time, front kick, knee comes up, out and back. Round kick, stay even, just bend and lift. Okay? Make sure that knee's back here. Don't want it to stick up over here where it wants to, because if it gets over there, sticks your hips out, hurts your balance. And then the side kick looks like a front kick, but now this one pushes out, just like that. All right, cool. So let's play a little game here. So if we say front kick, you're gonna use that same right leg, you'll front kick. If we say round kick, you'll round kick. And if we say side kick, you side kick. All right, so here we go. Stay with us. Ready? Front kick. And front kick. Round kick. Round kick. Front kick. You thought I was gonna say side kick, didn't you? Yeah, side kick. And remember, always remember the direction of your knee and then worry about your foot later. So keep that in mind. Okay, don't get caught up in how fast you go, but more of, you hear front kick, oh, my knee should point over here. You hear side kick, my knee should point over here before I push it out. You hear round kick, I bend it kind of like a flamingo and kick out. So a couple more this side. Side kick, front kick, round kick. Good. All right, let's turn the other direction, do the other leg. Remember, hands up there. All right, same game there. So you're using your front leg, which should be your left leg. Here we go. Front kick, side kick. All right, now if you didn't make that leg look like a front kick before you kicked out, is it really a side kick? Probably not. So make sure you stay with the same thing. Make it look like a front kick, and then just push it out. Side kick. There we go. Round kick. Round kick. Round kick. Side kick. Front kick. Front kick. Side kick. Round kick. Front kick. Side kick. Side kick. Front kick. Front kick. Just messing with it. Great job. Give yourself one big clap. Boom. Alrighty. Now let's move up and down the floor a little bit and do a couple movement drills using those same kicks. So we're not going to do any conditioning exercises today, like squats and that type of thing, but we'll get it through our kicks. So go ahead and take a step backwards so you got enough room. And then depending on how much room you have, you might do 3 kicks, 2 kicks, or you just reset. So if you're doing your front kicks, you got your hands up. It doesn't matter which leg you kick with, and you're just going to go front kick, land in front. Front kick, land in front. Front kick, land in front. And then as soon as you run out of room, you just turn and go back. And then you turn and go back. So I'm going to give you about 30 seconds to keep knocking those out. Now, it's not how many kicks you get, but just keep yourself moving. And every time I want you to think of those steps that we did, like picking that knee up and pulling it back before you set back down, okay? And then Ms. Petticord will keep going for that 30 seconds too. All right, go. So kicking and moving, kicking and moving. There we go. Good. Turn it. What? You gotta kick back. No shortcuts. See, I caught her. You gotta keep kicking. No stopping. Keep kicking the whole time. Then turn and keep kicking. No stopping. Still doing front kicks. Keep going. Keep going, then you turn and you kick again. Keep going, you're about halfway there. Keep it going, good. Don't look down, look forward. Visualize your target, keep your hands up. There we go, 10 seconds. Come on, 10 seconds, knock it out real fast this last 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and stop. Good, back to your spot. Excellent job. And shake your arms out, shake your legs out there for a second. Give you a quick minute, catch your breath. All right, now we're going to change to our side kick. Now this one we're going to do a number 3 side kick, and this would be part of your virtual testing if you're already a white and yellow belt with us. Now what that'll be, let me show you real quick while you're catching your breath, is you just have your legs out wide. You step together, pick your leg up like you're going to front kick that way, but remember you're side kicking, so you're kicking off to the side. So if we're going up and down the floor, it looks something like this. She steps together, picks the leg up like a front kick, and then side kicks, and then goes again, steps and kicks. Good. And then when you run out of room, you just turn your head and go the other direction. Now remember, every time you pick your leg up, it looks like you're going to front kick one of these directions, but you're really side kicking. So keep that in mind. All right, we got 30 seconds, and go. Stepping and kicking. Keep it going. Yeah, this one's going to cover more space. You might only get a couple kicks before you got to change directions. Keep going. Remember all those things. Tuck your elbows in. Keep your hands up. Then you turn. Keep going. About halfway there. Good. A little faster as you get warmed up. Keep going. Looking good. Then turn. Keep it going. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, 1, and stop. Excellent job. Give yourself 2 claps on that one. All right, super. Now, on the round kick, we're going to keep that similar to the side kick. So I'm still going to have you step, but you don't want to pick your knee up in front like we did on the front kick or the side kick. When you step, what I want you to do is think about bending your leg behind you before you lift your knee up. Because otherwise, what will happen is you'll kind of do a half round kick, side kick. It'll look something like this, where your knee's stuck over here, and you want that thing straight across, so your knee should be back here. And again, if you get your knee up here, then what happens is you stick your hips out when you kick, and it squishes you up, hurts your balance, lose your range of motion, your speed, all that kind of stuff. So let's practice that a couple times going sideways. So you step together, you put your foot behind you like you're trying to kick you in the hip there, then you lift your knee up and kick, and it sits down. So you step, you bend, lift, kick. You step, bend, lift, kick. And then you go the other direction. You step, bend, lift, kick. And you just do it faster. Just like that, okay? All right, so ready to go. Same thing, 30 seconds, and go. Step, bend, lift, kick. Watch that knee over there, Mr. Petticord. All those other people are watching you on TV there. There you go. Then you turn the other direction. Remember, bend, lift, kick. Step, bend, there you go. Oh, look at that. And it makes you much faster doing it that way, too. And I can tell Miss Petticord's kicks have already gotten faster just by getting her form right there. I know she can't wait to get home and spar her sister. Keep going. Come on, you got halfway there. Good. Slow down there. Come on, keep going. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and stop. Excellent job. Good. 3 claps on that one. Excellent. So, how many kicks did you do? You didn't count them? Oh, we gotta do it all over again. You're supposed to count them all. You guys don't remember that? Oh my goodness, we gotta do all 3 sets over again. Because you want to see what your personal best was. Just kidding. All right, so excellent job. Now, what we're going to do is switch to our hand techniques. Remind you on that a little bit. And so the one pad drill or drill you'll do for your virtual testing, for those of you that apply for that, is a reverse punch. So one target was your step side kick, which we practiced, and the other one will be your reverse punch. So we're going to get sideways so you can watch. You're in your L stance. Okay, remember it's close together. You got your front arm points wherever you want your back punch to go. And then you just drop to your front stance. Nice long stance. Punch. and then you reset where you started. Now, when you do that, obviously, when your foot hits the floor, when you step, you want your punch to happen at the same time. I was just going slower to explain it. So this is the way it should look. And I'm gonna kind of stomp on the ground when I throw my punch, so you can kind of see them all hit together. I wouldn't do that on a regular basis. You step, boom, reset, step, boom, and reset. So it all happens at the same time. Okay? So that's what we want. So let's go ahead and practice those. We have Miss Pennicord stay sideways, so that way you can follow. So she'll get in the stance she's in. She's got a short L stance, front arm points, other arm right on your rib there. If this is your hip bone, you do just above it. Okay? All right, and on the count. 1. Good, then you reset. And 2. Good. 3. Excellent. And 1 more. 4. Good. All right, now we're going to change directions. So face the other way. Same thing. You got your L. Front arm points out. Other arm's right there in your hip bone. And then your front leg will just go longer to your front stance as you punch. So 1. Reset. 2. Reset. 3. And 1 more. 4. Good. All right. Excellent job. Just like that. So now, if you're one of our students, you're a white yellow belt, and you don't have a striking pad at home, that doesn't matter. We can find something else. Your parents can hold a pillow, piece of paper, anything like that. So you have a lot of other options there, so it's not a big deal. All right, combinations. Call them sparring flows that we want to do with you guys, and we'll kind of talk you through it. Let me make sure I get them right here. All right, and so you got 2, which is pretty much what we've already done. Okay, so first one is we're going to go to your number 1 side kick. Now what that is it's a side kick where you don't step. So if I turn sideways, earlier we stepped, picked our leg up and did a side kick. Well, this time we're not going to step. So you're just going to be in a still position. I still pick my knee up like a front kick and kick. The only difference is I don't step. So you got to keep your feet closer together, because if your feet are wide apart, then you're not going to be able to kick. You're going to have to adjust, and we don't want that. It takes too long. Okay? So we're going to face you. You guys can face us. Get your right leg in front, hands up there. Okay? So right now, knee points like I'm going to front kick over there, a side kick, and then I take my back arm and punch, just like that. So again, front leg, side kicks, and then back arm punches, and I'm good. So let's do a couple of those. Ready? 1. Side kick, punch. There you go. And when you punch, keep the other hand up, because this is a combination like protecting yourself. So you don't want to drop your guard. If you forget to keep your hand up, you can grab your earlobe if you want. All right, 3. Good. All right, we'll change legs. You got your right leg in front. You got to be balanced. You got to do both sides. And here we go. 1, kick, then punch. Good. 2, kick, then punch. 3, kick, then punch. All right, excellent. So you notice this is kind of a combination where you don't go anywhere. For example, if she was facing me and I had to protect myself and she was kind of close, I just would pick my leg up, throw my kick and my punch just like that. Okay. One of the reasons I pull my knee off to the side is it naturally gives me more room, so that way even if she's kind of close, if she was far away, then obviously I can step. Okay. Which brings us to number 2. So this one's got a step. All right, so you got your hands back up. You got your right leg in front. You do a front arm punch, a back arm punch. Then your back leg does a front kick, and it actually lands in front. Okay? Then you reset, start again. So you do front arm punch, back arm punch, then back leg kicks, then you reset, just like that. Okay? So it's going to be punch, punch, kick, reset. Ready? 1, punch, punch, kick, and reset. Good? And when you put it down in front, pause for a second, like you're ready to go again before you pull it out. All right? 2, punch, punch, kick, and reset. Good. 3, punch, punch, kick, and reset. Good. All right, go ahead and change legs. So now you have your left leg in front. All right, hands up in guard position there. If you are still getting used to your left and right, which we understand it's kind of new, especially being on video, remember you can put your hands up and the hand that makes an L would be your left side. So that's the easy way to remember. All right, so here we go. So punch, punch, back leg, front kick. Good, lands in front, then reset back. Here we go. 2, punch, punch, then kick. And then pull back. Good, 3, punch, punch, then kick, and pull back. All right, we can do a little speed drill here. So we're gonna have Ms. Petticord face the same way you are. So she's gonna scoot up this way, face the wall, just like you guys are facing us. And then she's gonna put her left leg in front, just like that. All right, now depending on how much room you have will depend on how many kicks and punches you can do. All right, so hopefully you got enough room where you can do at least 2 sets. So she's gonna go punch, punch, kick, and she's gonna leave it in front, and now she'll start again. So punch, punch, back leg lands in front. So now she's just moving down the floor. So before we were restarting, this time you're moving down the floor. When she gets 3, she's gonna run back to her spot and start over. So she's not gonna turn around and kick and punch again. You just run back to where you started and do it again. All right? So I'll show you. She does one more punch, punch, kick. Good, that would be 3. She runs back 2 squares for our floor here. She starts all over again and changes. Punch, punch, kick, punch, punch, kick, punch, punch, kick, and runs back to her spot really fast and start again. So that's what we're gonna do, all right? And you only have to do it for 10 minutes. Oh, is that not long enough? You wanna do it for 12? All right, just kidding. You only gotta do it for 8 minutes. We don't want to spend the whole time doing that. So, same thing, stand with our 30-second drill. We like to do things in short, fast spurts because that's kind of related to escaping and protecting yourself and those type of things, as opposed to just going on and on and on and on. All right, ready? Here we go. Go. Punch, punch, kick. Oh, no, she started losing her focus here. You got to stay focused. Punch, punch, kick. Punch, punch. Ah! Good, run back to your spot. Then go again. Punch, punch, kick. Punch, punch, kick. Punch, punch, kick. Run back to your spot. There you go, about halfway there, 15 seconds. Remember, keep your hands up when you're kicking. Don't let them drop. If you don't know where they are, grab onto your earlobes, but keep them up at all times. Good, you got 10 seconds left. Keep going, keep going. Speed, speed, speed. Keep going, keep going. Less than 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Come on, last set. This is it. We'll be back leg. Oh my goodness. Go, go. And stop. Give yourself a round of applause. All right, so while you're catching your breath and while she's catching her breath, I want to make a really good point. Notice what happened with Ms. Petticord when she started getting tired. She made a couple mistakes, and most likely you probably did the same thing. And that's one of the main things we want to teach you is how to still keep our focus when we get tired. And that's something you're always working on. It doesn't matter what age you are, what rank you are, how long you've been doing something. You're always going to have to keep working on that. It's like your martial arts skills. If you get a black belt and then you stop for 5 years, you're not really a black belt anymore. You still have one, but you're not the same quality of student because you hadn't trained in 5 years. So, it's more like you're a retired first degree than you are a current first degree because your skills go down because you have to keep practicing. You have to keep kicking, okay? You don't have to practice the same intensity or speed all the time, but you got to keep doing something. We hear people come to us sometimes and, adult, I've been training for 30 years, really? And no, they haven't. It's just they trained for a little bit long time ago, and then they stopped for a while, and then they trained for a short period of time, then they stopped for a while, then they changed, and then they add it all up and they say, I've been training for 30 years. If it was only that easy, we could do that with everything, right? But anyway, so that's important. We want to be aware of that and not get frustrated, but know that's something you constantly have to fix over and over again as you get tired. Is you have to keep your focus. Whether it's doing a lot of schoolwork, whether it's some days you're just tired. A lot of times when it's cloudy outside, the weather changes and sometimes you get tired and you get used to it. So anyway, so important when you keep that up. All right, so good job. Got your hair back?
Yes, sir.
Good, so back to work. Okay, so there are 2 combinations that we've been practicing. We call them one steps. And the reason we call them one-steps is if someone did a one-step attack at you, we want to give you some ideas and combinations of how to move, how to protect yourself, and what to do with some of those movements at the beginning stages of your training, just so it gives you an idea, okay? You know, is a beginner, ideal about protecting himself? Well, you're kind of limited, but, best way to protect yourself is avoid and get out of a situation. So that's the two ones we want to do. So here's one step number one, okay? So first thing is, remember we got our hands up, guard position, okay? You're going to take your right leg, do your front kick. Hopefully you're following along with us. Then you take your front arm, do that windshield wiper block that we talked about. Now it stays here. It magically changes to your knife strike as it comes over, and then you're hitting with the bone there, like you're hitting the side of a target, and then you get longer in your stance and throw a punch, and then you back up, which hopefully that reach punch looks familiar, doesn't it? Maybe we did that earlier, right? Look familiar?
Yes, sir.
All right, now let me show you what this looks like with a person, because you could have your parents practice this with you at home. So we're going to pretend this is my parent. You look great, Mom. You're staying young. All right, so I'm going to say ready, and she's going to punch at me. So I'm in the right disposition. I say ready. She steps and punches at me. Okay, other leg there. Good. Other arm too. Good. All right, up on my head there. All right, and she's just going to stay there. Now, I'm not going to hit my partner because then I won't have a partner anymore. So I go to guard. I front kick at the body. I land close. That becomes a danger, so I block it. Now my hand's right here. Changes to a knife hand. Comes right to the side of the neck there. And then, just so I can make sure I protect myself, I slide over to my stance, throw my punch at the head, and then I always back up and get away. And then if she was to come at me again, you could do some of those other combinations we did, like remember your front kick or your step side kick, or better yet, if you could, you just take off and run. Okay? So let's do that combination. We're going to face this way so we can do it easier. So here we go. So first thing, hands come up. Right? Take your right leg, front kick, boom. All right? Front arm comes across like a windshield wiper. Then changes to a knife hand. Crosses out, then you go to a longer stance, and then when this one pulls in, you punch with the other one, and then of course you back up with two steps. Always go toe to toe. Why do you go foot to foot instead of like just stepping? Because if you cross your feet when you step and not even realize it, you could trip over your own feet, and then you end up on the ground. It's a lot harder to escape when you're on the floor than it is standing up where you can run. All right? And you're probably laughing saying, oh, I trip over my own feet, but we've all done it, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, especially, I remember when I was a kid, my mom always said, tie your shoes, you're going to trip. And I'm like, pfft. And then I was at school one day, and I tripped over my shoelaces, and I was like, what do you know? I finally did. So then I made sure my shoes were tied. So let's do it again. Here we go. Hands come up. Boom. Really fast. Front kick. Good. Sit down. Front arm. Windshield wiper block. Don't go way out here. Don't go too far out. Keep it close to your body. Makes you faster. Change the knife hand. Cross. Strike. Then you go longer and punch. And then you back up. 1, 2. Just like that. Piece of cake. Okay? All right. The second one. This one takes a little more practice, but we could do it. So it's a little more challenging, but here we go. That's the one where you move to the side. So same thing. We're going to face the same direction. All right. The second one is from here. You got your hands up. All right. Put your hands up. This one makes the L, so this must be my left side. Take my left foot. Step over to that same stance. Squat down. Okay. This is the front arm, the left arm. It blocks that punch again. Then I go punch middle, punch middle. My back leg comes in front. And I do my crescent kick. So it's like a leg stretch, but I make a circle. Up and over. Notice how my feet are side by side. And then remember my round kick, where I bend it behind me first, lift it, round kick, and then always 1 step, 2 step back. And that's the second one, okay? So let's do that one again. So first thing, hands come up. That's the hard part, right? You guys got that one? What are you laughing at? All right, so remember, L, left side, step. Same outside block with the left arm. Then we go right punch, left punch, back leg goes in front. You do your stretch, and circle. Feet are side by side for your round kick. Remember, you bend it behind you, lift it, kick, and then 2 steps back. 1, 2, and there you go. Boom. Combination number 2, done like that. Piece of cake. I'm sure you guys smoked it out. So there you go. So you're good. So those are the 2 that we'd have you do at your virtual testing. And hopefully those of you who are not actual Tiger Rock members with us yet and been watching our videos, we're going to talk to you real soon and see about getting you to actually become virtual members with us, because we can continue to train you on the videos and get you where you could actually test for your first new belt, your yellow belt, in June. So that would be pretty cool. So beginning of summer, you could be a yellow belt, and we could mail you all your cool stuff, targets, mail you your white belt, and a board you get to break too. So anyway, we'll tell you more about that later. So there you go. Those are the things you'll need to do for your virtual testing. The only other thing is your form. Let's go and go over that real quick. We don't have a lot of time left, so we're going to go kind of fast on it, but there's videos and things on YouTube at our Tiger Rock Martial Arts of Tallahassee YouTube channel that has it on there too. But let's go and do that real quick and squeeze it in our last couple minutes. So we're facing the same direction. You guys can follow us. All right, we're in a ready stance. Your hands come in, okay? Left foot slides over, and you turn both feet, so you're facing that direction, and your left arm comes up, and there's your high block. Then you go together, slide out the other foot, both feet pointing to the right, and your right arm comes and blocks. Then I step forward. It's like I kick out my left foot, and then my arms stack, and then my left arm goes right over my left leg for my low block. All right, I make an X. Then I step forward. So there's my X, and I drop both hands for my double low block, and now I'm going to go to my side kick. So this is the same side kick like the combination you did earlier, where your front knee comes up like a front kick, pushes out, and when you drop down, this hand, there's your knife hand, comes on top, and you strike once, you step, and you reload, strike twice. Now we didn't work on this block, but it's fairly easy. Just cross your arms, kind of like you're giving your mom or dad a hug for Easter, and then your left arm comes up, called a muscle block. Then you go right punch, left punch, and then we always put a yell at the end, ah! And then our left foot, which is the one in front, will come forward back to ready position, and then back to attention. And there's the whole form. Okay? We can squeeze that in one more time before we finish up. So here we go. So hands come in. You slide with that left foot, both feet point over, and then you go high block, you go back together, slide your right foot out, feet turn, and right arm comes up. Then you go forward, you cross hands, left foot goes out, block low, you make your X, step forward, and twin block. Okay, then you got your side kick, looks like a front kick first, side, land, strike, step together, strike twice, cross again, left muscle block, you go right punch, left punch, put a yell in there, and then your back foot, your left foot comes forward, and then you're back to attention. Just like that. And there we go. So excellent job. Give yourself a big clap for today. Good. And go and have a seat there while we finish up. Go and have a seat there, take a break there. Thank you, Mrs. Pedcord. All right, so a couple things for our current students. Virtual testing is a new thing, okay? It's different, although this is kind of our new normal for right now, is doing training videos for our classes. So don't worry about if you feel, I don't know if I can do it on video because it's different. Hey, we're going to take care of you. We're going to walk you through it. We'll be able to talk to you because we'll do it through our Zoom, which means we'll only do a couple people at a time, and we'll make sure your volume's on so we can tell you what we want you to do when it's time. Your parents will be there helping you out if you're a junior student. So no reason to worry. We'll take care of you. We're sending out those invites today. It'll have a video that'll have the same moves of some 2 black belts from our schools in Kansas City who will be telling you what you'll need to do, just like I did today. And if it makes you, one of the cool bits of history, the two guys that are in those videos, I actually taught them when they were kids. So that just tells you I'm old. One of them I actually trained with when he was a black belt. He's like a little kid. Now he's like up here, has his own academy up in Kansas City. So anyway, testing is testing. You might be nervous. That's fine. But hey, we will take care of you. Like we said, we're all in this together. No worries. But have a great Wednesday. We're supposed to get a little rain, so maybe it'll wash some pollen away, hopefully. And we will see you back on the virtual mat. And don't forget about your virtual private lessons, about signing up for those too. Have a great day.